Louis L'Amour is one of the world's most popular authors. During his lifetime, he wrote close to 100 novels, selling over 300 million copies. More than 20 of his Western tales have been made into memorable movies that bring the frontier to life. Here are some of the stories that got the Hollywood treatment. Hondo. This 1953 film stars the ultimate Hollywood cowboy, John Wayne, along with Geraldine Page and Ward Bond. Wayne plays Army Scout Hondo Lane, who discovers a woman and her son living alone in the middle of Apache territory. Geraldine Page received an Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actress for her role in this movie. The book Hondo was released as a novelization of the film, and it was the first book written by Louis L'Amour using his real name, rather than a pseudonym. The movie itself was actually based on a short story by L'Amour called The Gift of Cochise. The Burning Hills. In the 1956 adaptation of Louis L'Amour's novel The Burning Hills, Tab Hunter plays Trace Jordan, a man on a mission to avenge his brother's murder. Natalie Wood co-stars as Maria, a young Mexican girl who travels with Trace. Skip Homeyer plays Jack Sutton, the crook responsible for the murder. Apache Territory. In 1958's Apache Territory, Rory Calhoun plays Logan Cates, a drifter traveling through Indian country. When he stops at a watering hole, he meets a ragtag group of soldiers and civilians and must orchestrate an escape when the Apaches surround him. Barbara Bates and John Denner co-star in the film, based on L'Amour's novel Last Stand at Papago Wells. Heller in Pink Tights. Based on the novel Heller with a Gun, Academy Award winner Sophia Loren, Anthony Quinn, and Margaret O'Brien star in the 1960s Heller in Pink Tights. The film follows a theatrical troupe as they travel through the Old West. They run into trouble as they make their way through hostile Indian territory. Chalaco. Sean Connery, Bridget Bardot, and Stephen Boyd star in this 1968 film adaptation of L'Amour's book of the same name. Connery plays Chalaco, an ex-cavalryman who's become a hunter and tracker in 1880 New Mexico. When a group of Europeans must run from the Apaches, he's the only one who can help. This is the first of 3 movies from director Ewan Lloyd that were based on Louis L'Amour's novels. Catlow. An outlaw tries to keep out of trouble as he heads to Mexico in hopes of pulling off a Confederate gold heist. This 1971 adaptation of the novel Catlow stars Yul Brynner, alongside Richard Crenna and Leonard Nimoy. The Man Called Noon. In 1973's The Man Called Noon, a gunfighter with amnesia tries to figure out who he is with the help of a friendly outlaw and a woman living in a ghost town. Richard Crenna, Stephen Boyd, and Rosanna Schiaffino share the screen for this Western mystery. The Sacketts. This 2-part miniseries premiered in 1979. Sam Elliott, Tom Selleck, and Jeff Ostrich star as brothers Tell, Orrin, and Tyrell Sackett. After the Civil War, the brothers seek their fortune out west. Orrin and Tyrell herd cattle in Santa Fe, while Tell prospects for gold. The Sackett family is one of Louis L'Amour's best-known brands. He wrote 17 novels revolving around the Sackett family. The Shadow Riders. Tom Selleck, Sam Elliott, and Jeff Ostrich were reunited for this 1982 TV movie. Mac and Dal Traven, 2 brothers who fought on opposite sides of the Civil War, return home to find their family kidnapped by a band of rebels. They must put aside their differences and team up to rescue them. Dominique Dunne co-stars as their sister, Sissy Traven. The Quick and the Dead. Sam Elliott, Tom Conti, and Kate Capshaw share the screen in this 1987 TV movie. Elliott plays Con Villain, a mysterious stranger who helps a young couple and their son after they get on the wrong side of a gang of bandits. Conager. Starring Sam Elliott, Catherine Ross, and Barry Corbin, this 1991 TV movie follows cowboy Con Conager as he crosses paths with Evie Teal, a woman raising her children in an isolated Western homestead. Elliott was nominated for a Golden Globe Award for his performance in this movie. Crossfire Trail. In 2001's Crossfire Trail, Tom Selleck plays Rafe Covington, a man who promises a dying friend that he'll look after his Wyoming ranch and his wife, played by Virginia Madsen. But Rafe soon discovers that a powerful local man wants the land and the woman, and he's willing to kill for them. Wilford Brimley and Mark Harmon also star. The movie had 12.5 million viewers when it premiered, making it the most watched made-for-TV cable movie ever at the time. How many of these Louis L'Amour Western movies have you seen? Did we list any of your favorites? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to the Western Mania YouTube channel to stay up to date on our latest releases.